guys!
We are back on BuzzChomp.
Make sure you're subscribed.
Thank you. Oh, yeah.
The Walking Dead.
Daryl conquers Ezekiel. Yeah, The Walking Dead is back, guys. Woo! Sunday's episode. So good. So good. We're super excited for this Daryl and Ezekiel storyline. This is uncharted territory because Daryl's not in the comics, as we all know, and Ezekiel in the comics is not that gung-ho about the fight with Negan, but he does end up coming around to it. He does end up coming around to it, but it breaks who he is. Not sure I'm digging on the whole Carol and Ezekiel love thing. We'll see how that plays out. I mean, in the comics, like I said before, it's Michonne. Obviously, it's not going to be the show. But I do really like Daryl and Ezekiel. Okay, it's going to be awesome. It's going to be awesome. Awesome! Daryl has first-hand knowledge of Negan. Sure, Ezekiel does too, in a sense of like he knows how the saviors are. But Daryl was tortured by Negan's people. Daryl saw the iron. Daryl knows the layout of where Negan is. He is like an insider. So we really think that that's going to be a way that he's really going to conquer Ezekiel, is kind of like showing him that they can all do it. I mean, Ezekiel has the numbers, has the strength, and honestly, if his people knew what was going on, I definitely think they would be down to fight the saviors and to rid themselves of the saviors. Him and Ezekiel probably are not going to get off on the right foot. Obviously, his main night guy, I think his name's Richard, whatever his name is, obviously that guy is going to band together with Daryl, and I think the two of them together are going to break down Ezekiel. But I think at first, Daryl is definitely not going to like Ezekiel. He's going to be super standoffish with him. He's going to kind of like not respect how laissez-faire attitude he is with Negan, because it's like Daryl experienced it. Obviously experienced it with Glenn and all of that. Ezekiel and his rose-colored glasses, that's not going to be cool for Daryl. So having the other guy, another night guy on his side, they're going to really break down Ezekiel. But I know at first Daryl is not going to be nice about it. He's definitely going to have that chip on his shoulder, which we love and think is great. Daryl doesn't know that Carol is at the kingdom, and Morgan said that she left. But we know that now that Morgan knows about Glenn and everyone dying, that he's obviously going to take Daryl to Carol. And I think this is going to be our big shift for Carol, and she's going to really help Daryl break down Ezekiel and conquer Ezekiel into coming around, wanting that fight with Negan. Because, I mean, Carol loved Glenn, knew Glenn from the start. Those are her people. And even though she's so jaded right now and doesn't want to fight and doesn't want to kill anyone anymore, I think Daryl's going to truly bring Carol back. And that's really going to invigorate Ezekiel. And he's going to see that bond, and he's going to see that strength of Carol and Daryl, and Morgan even pulling that in, and really see that, okay, we can do this. We can fight. Daryl's definitely not going to take no for an answer from Ezekiel, and he's going to do whatever he can do. So, like I said, I don't think Ezekiel is going to be as receptive in the beginning, but I think Daryl is going to plant the seeds. He's going to have his night guy there, helping him get other people involved. And I think they're going to start training people on their own. I think they're going to start pulling in some of the other kingdom people and showing them what's going on. And then Ezekiel is going to come around and all of that. He's going to make Ezekiel wake up, stop having these stupid rose-colored glasses, stop thinking that they can just do what they're doing and still give to Negan. No, Negan's just going to come and take everything. And having Daryl there to remind Ezekiel that it's gonna what brings him down and bring him to the forefront, and so he can be there fighting against Negan. We love this. We love that they're adding this storyline in. We think this is super smart. We think this is a really good way. It'll be a little bit different from the comics, and we're excited about that. We also know this is a way to really bring Carol and Morgan back to the forefront and bring Carol back out of her crazy, crazy shell. But Daryl's conquering Ezekiel. He's going to bring him to the forefront and bring him into the fight against Negan. Comment below. Let me know what you think about Daryl and Ezekiel. Yeah, kids, yeah.
The Walking Dead.
Tune back in
More from Mandy and Dan.
on BuzzChomp.
Subscribe.
Oh yeah, thank you.